We are Ben, Jamie, Barry and Mike, the guys at the heart of sorted food. In this series of videos, we look at some of the most popular recipes that feature Lea Perrins Worcestershire Sauce.
This is an Italian classic which we've kind of made our own here in Britain with the addition of a little bit of Lea Perrins.
Addition!
Our classic Bolognese sauce starts with root vegetables. We'll chop all those up, we'll cook them with pancetta, mushrooms, beef mince and make a sauce from tomato, red wine and Lea Perrins Worcestershire sauce. Serve the whole thing on top of a bed of spaghetti and you've got a family classic.
It sounds like the ultimate version of a Bolognese.
I think it is, pretty much. And it starts with these 4 ingredients: onion, garlic, carrot and celery. I'm going to peel both of these. Some argue you shouldn't need to peel celery, but I find it's very, very stringy. You see that, those stringy bits,
They all get stuck in the teeth.
they're the bits you don't want. So I'm going to peel both, you're going to peel and dice those. While we're waiting for all that to happen, in the pan I'm going to add a knob of butter and start to cook off our pancetta. And that going in now starts to crisp up and gives a whole kind of new base level flavour that is traditional in the Italian sauce from Bologna.
And we're going to serve this at the end with spaghetti.
See, yeah, now that's where purists will tell us we're wrong. Because traditionally it would be a fat wide pasta to soak up that meaty juicy sauce, something like tagliatelle or pappardelle. But I think in Britain,
You say that very nicely.
thank you. I think in Britain we've made it our own and gone for spaghetti.
Yes.
Isn't traditional Italian, but you know, we're adding other kind of British beef. We're doing the British Lea Perrins, so it's kind of our British twist. And spaghetti is more traditional in the UK. As soon as your pancetta is nice and crispy, that's a good time to throw in all of our minced beef. So a lean, fresh minced beef going in there. But let it colour and crisp up without moving around too much, otherwise it becomes a bit too mushy too early. And I don't know whether it's just my family, but it's one of those ones that everyone loves, even from a very young age.
Yeah, I think everybody grows up on spaghetti bolognese, don't they?
Certainly in the UK. At this point, all of our hard veg can go in, so carrot and celery from my board, and onion and garlic from yours.
Yeah, there you go.
It's another sort of 5 minutes or so. While we're waiting for those, key ingredient in bolognese, in my opinion, mushrooms.
Oh, yes.
These are nice chestnut ones, they've got nice flavour to them. And then all of our wet ingredients to make up our bolognese sauce.
Yep.
So that's a tin of chopped tomatoes.
Could we be using fresh tomatoes for this?
You could. I mean, I think this is a lot easier, it's a lot cheaper, but I guess traditionally they would have been fresh tomatoes. Now tin tomatoes, they're just as good. I'd use them. And I would also use a large glass of red wine, which means 1 glass in here and the rest you can enjoy with the dish later on. Give it a good stir up. And then for a bit of seasoning, and that comes in the form of beef stock cube, crumbled up. And if you can just grab the kettle, we want sort of another 100 ml or so of water added to that. And 4 tablespoons of Lea Perrins.
The smell coming from that saucepan is incredible.
So many levels of flavour, and they all work together. And this adds kind of a saltiness and a savouriness. We've got all the other things in there, the red wine, a richness. Together, it works beautifully. So yes, there's a bit of chopping and there's a bit of mixing and a bit of cooking off, but now just let it bubble. An absolute minimum of 45 minutes, but upwards of that gets better and better. Just before you're ready to serve it, you've got the consistency you want, take your spaghetti and place it into salted boiling water and cook that for 9 to 10 minutes until just cooked, al dente. That's been bubbling away for plenty of time. It's heavily reduced.
It's nice and thick and it's got a beautiful smell.
Beautiful smell, beautiful flavour, and it will sit perfectly on top of our spaghetti. Plate it up how you like, but it should be all about height, I think. And then ample of our bolognese over the top. Do you want to finish that off with a little bit of Parmesan?
Yep.
And then some basil, not chopped, but literally just picked apart into little bits and pieces. And there we go, a beautiful spaghetti bolognese with a dash of Lea Perrins, sorted. Good.
That is a very good spaghetti bolognese.
And if you want all the details to make it, then click on the link below.